questions, comments, and it can be everybody. It doesn't have to just be the baby. So are there? Oh wait, okay, real quick too. Make sure before I leave, I know Kiana and Keandra on Instagram and Sam and Anxiety because I follow all of them and I be liking their stuff and they be thinking I'm complimenting them like, oh, you know, but really I just do it to be nosy to make sure they're not into stuff that I'm not my business being into or whatever. But so yeah, y'all follow me on Instagram and I'll follow y'all too. So make sure y'all give me your information before I leave and Twitter and Facebook too. But okay, are there any questions, comments, concerns? Anything?
I think one great thing would be because, oh, I'm sorry.
AJ, I'm sorry. I mean, go ahead.
You said, Doug was saying you ain't had the word yet. What grade was you in when they were talking about that?
It was a long time, probably from like 11th to college, like 11th grade up until college. And even now, like one situation, I was talking to this guy in New York, and he was like, you know, very established. So I was excited, which I mean, I was kind of wrong too because I was like, oh, y'all established and stuff. I'm gonna talk back to him, you know, whatever. But anyway, so and he, as soon as he found out like that I was a virgin, y'all, he like took off. I'm talking about like. You would have thought I said I don't know, had the West Nile virus. Like he took off, like, but he's very we're still friends or whatever, and he's like that's very admirable, and I appreciated the fact that he didn't just stick around and try to pressure me. So I thought that was very admirable, that he did that. But yeah, so the teasing, all that, it doesn't really stop. As I said, the older you get, it just gets a little bit harder because it's not cute anymore to people. They're not like, oh my God, there's more so like, so. But yeah, probably from like 11th to college. Now I don't really get teased anymore. It's just, it affects my dating life more than anything.
Because I'm a former New Yorker and I went to college in New York, what's one of the most exciting things you find about New York? Because a lot of young kids say, when I grow up, I want to go to New York.
Right, yeah. The most exciting thing I find, it's not necessarily a site or like anything, historic or a certain building like a lot of people, but it's more so just like the opportunity that's there. It's absolutely endless, and it's just inspiring every single day. Like, everybody is on their grind, on their hustle. People can make $1 from doing anything. When I'm on the subway, there'll be little kids on there with boom boxes, and they turn on the music, and they do dances, and that's what they do every day, and they just get donations. But I respect that. Like, they get up early in the morning, and they're out there all day making money for, whatever they need money for. I don't know. But that's probably the thing that I love most about New York is just that people are so, on the go and so determined to make it. Like, they are so, the work ethic is insane, I feel, and it pushes me because I know that I can't just, fall and just get lazy because there's so much competition. You have to stay on your toes.
I know that when you were growing up that you had a lot of teaching. Your parents taught you a lot about how to live and everything. How much of that teaching do you hear in your ear every day as you were going about? And how important is the teaching for the parents to know for the kids?
Oh my goodness, I hear it all the time. Like, because when you're young and your parents tell you stuff, you like, okay, Mom, whatever. Because my mama, I promise you, when I was younger, I was like, she is cray-cray. Because, everything was an issue. Like, not everything, but, not letting us spend the night at people's house and, just all this stuff. My dad, he was more so, I think, how you have, the good cop, bad cop, the good parent, bad parent, whatever. And so I think, because he's so laid back, and I think he just kind of knew, I guess she was just going to handle it when it came to this one. So, I feel like with him, I just always thought he was pretty normal because, he was more laid back. But my mom was like, she is so weird. This is really, it's not that serious. But the older I got, I realized it was. And I also, as far as my dad, he's very active in my life as well. Like, he was always around and very involved with us in schooling and, you know, telling people at his job about us as if they care. I'm sure they do not. So, like, you know, but like, so hearing that, knowing that he is like that, I think that is something also that helps me to keep the commitment that I did keep, because it, you know, I'm not easily impressed if a guy, like, it's like the last guy that I was talking to, you know, he was very established, and that's a big thing in New York because the cost of living is so expensive. But I'm, you know, as great as I thought that was, it's not enough to impress me to where I lose my morals and values because I already had a man in my life. So it's just like, okay, whatever. Like, it doesn't move me. So I think that I feel like fathers, that is so like crucial for them to be like having their daughter's life. And my mom, I think she did a good job of protecting me and telling me, you know, things. And at the time I didn't want to hear it, but now I hear like everything. And so even I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so long with it, but like there was this, well, everybody knows now reality TV is like huge, and I was on the bandwagon with everybody else watching. Not all of it is bad, but a lot of it, whatever. And I was just watching it like, whatever. Oh my God, it's so much drama. They're crazy. And then just out of nowhere, I just felt convicted and like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, why am I getting pleasure out of this, And I can't even figure out why it was bothering me, because I just thought I was getting lame. I was like, oh my goodness, why am I turning so lame? But then I was just like, you know, that like that was probably from my mother, because I would hear her say little things, you know, just little things I would hear her say about, you know, what you find enjoyment in and entertainment in, and the things that she would cut off. So that's probably why I, you know, at one point in my life, maybe when I was like 16 or 17, I would not have thought anything other. But now that I'm older, all of that is kind of coming back. So yeah, to children, you think all of what they say is like alien talk now, but it'll come back in your 20s and you'll be like, okay, they were right. And parents, just keep talking, because it does, like we do hear it somewhere. I don't know where it comes from, but it just gets in our head, I don't know, and then we get lame. I'm AJ, and then I'm AJ.
When you didn't tease when this happened, because like once you were little, you were going to the dinner table, then you told your mom, people started to say I look like, and Samuel said a horse. Do you remember when that happened? Have you started to tease that?
Yeah, you remember that?
You were looking back at pictures, you said, what do I look like? You said a horse.
AJ. No, I don't remember, but I mean, it could have happened. I don't remember.
As a single woman in New York, what are some of the downfalls that you must be aware of, and what they may think of if they decide to one day venture off to New York?
Yeah, if you venture out to New York, any big city, I would say as a single woman, you just have to be aware of game. Like, do not fall for it. There will be so many like men. Then when you get a certain age, it's not the same, because now it's like, you know, the college athlete or the, you know, or high school athlete, little fraternity boys, whatever. But they're all kind of, you know, they have a little bit of status, but, you know, y'all are all there together, whatever. It impresses you, but not to whatever. But when you move out and you grow up a little bit and you move wherever, or even if you stay here, it will be like grown men coming at you. And it's a whole nother game, like things that you're not used to hearing, things you're not used to seeing. They might have a really nice car and a really nice house, but you just have to know, like, one, is just things, and two, like, just don't fall for it. Like, just always try to check into people's character, and talk is just talk. Like, people will, especially, no offense, men, but I mean, they have a way of just telling you all kinds of stuff that ain't true. So you just, you know, but they can say it in a way to where it's like, oh, really? You know, so just don't get caught up. Like, you have so much time, and it's just no need to rush. And people are trying to make, even now, I'm 25, and people are like, oh my God, you still single, da-da-da-da. But just, I mean, whatever. Like, you have so much time. Like, there is no need to rush. Do not get impressed by stuff. Set yourself in a position where you can get your own stuff, because then that way you won't be impressed. you know, like,
There
so,
you go. All
like,
right.
just,
They don't want to
not
say
that I can't
it.
get my, not that I can get my stuff now, because I can, child, Lord, I can't get nothing for myself now. But you know, I'm trying to set myself in a position to where I can, and just, I mean, just don't, that would be the thing I said that I, emphasize the most to the young girls, just don't be so easily impressed because he drives this, or because he plays on the, basketball team, or, you know, whatever, just, whatever, like, just don't, you know, don't be impressed. Go by how he treats you above all else, and yeah, and make sure that he has a solid relationship with God. I would say that. And if he don't go to church, Stacey always asks me, I'll be like, oh, I met this guy. She'd be like, did you ask him if he go to church? I'll be like, I'm not gonna just ask the guy, oh, do you go to church? The first time I meet him, I don't want him to think I'm like cuckoo. But, you know, but that is very important. Make sure he does go to church and that he has a strong, solid relationship with God, because you don't just want to be with somebody who doesn't, because y'all are going to clash and it won't last long.